Call this meeting going.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Can I have a roll call, please?
Village President Detloff.
Here.
Brian Martin. Here. Jason Martin.
Here.
Gary Morgan.
Present.
Did you know that?
Here.
Jody Wackerman.
Here.
And Susie Weedle is absent.
Do we have a motion to approve village board minutes dated August 3rd, 2026 as presented?
I will make a motion to approve village board meeting minutes dated August 3rd, 2026. I'll second.
Okay, motion to approve the previous meeting minutes from August 3rd. Motion made by Ms. Wackerman,
Yes.
seconded by Ms. Nowak.
Yes.
Brian Martin,
Yes.
Jason Martin,
Yes.
and Mr. Morgan.
Yes.
Under public comments, we have two people on the agenda this evening. First person is Miss Christine Wick.
Hello. Just want to let you guys know, on Wednesday, we're gonna have our last family bike ride. So it's gonna start at 7 at our shop, and then, it's gonna end actually over at Hildert Park. So the one across Route 1, and we're gonna have Trax Pizza there, so we're kind of in cahoots with Susie over at Trax. So we should cross Route 1 about 7:45. So I've been talking with Chief about, helping us kind of cross over there if we have a big group. So if anyone would like to join us, we'll have free pizza and hang out and, yeah. 7 o'clock Wednesday. All right, and then besides that, I was just checking if there was an update on the poll.
We will discuss that at the very end of the meeting. I have that under my, if you can stick around under my part. Okay,
No problem, thank you so
that,
much.
that it?
Yeah, and then, we're still working on for, Friday, September 11th, the movie in the park. I'm gonna put out a poll, to see what we will do, and then we'll have more on that as well, so.
Okay,
It's,
thank you, ma'am. Next up is Mr. Bob Chesterfield.
Thank you, Sammy. President, board members, we're representing St. Peter's United Church of Christ. Kevin Wilson is here with me. He's on the council. We have the duty of being on the property. And I believe yes, I think most of you have the handouts in front of you. We're seeking to do some upgrades to our parking facilities on the north, east, and south side. But in doing so, we've talked to several of our members in this regard. And we would like to do some work on the alley between Meadow and Maple Street. And if you look at the plat map, you can see where our facilities on that east side, there's been some degradation of the property lines. And this is not uncommon. This goes on quite a bit, but we feel like, I spoke with Jerry Royce here recently. And Jerry would be doing the work for us, but we would be willing to do the grading. He thinks we can grade, there's probably enough depth of stone there to not even have to bring in stone, just rework it. Any dirt that we would be hauled off. Either to my farm to Jerry's place. We don't think it'd be that much, but Jerry's agreed to do the work. And I would be there, and I would like to work with your streets person, Steve. And what we're looking for is, we'll do the work, we'll give you notice when we can do it. We're looking at September, October. We would like to have Steve mark off a certain amount of land there. We don't have to go back to the actual outlines of it. That would be, I think, excessive and not needed. So if we could just get a few feet off that and regrade that, work that out in a way, I think would be a benefit. And Doug asked me on the way in, Doug Warren, he's doing the building. So I think we could do that. and get that done. I think it'd be a benefit to the people. I know some of the owners park back there. All we would ask is if you could work with us in that regard to make sure we'll try to give you like 72 hours of notice. If that will work, and then try to get that grading done. Jerry said 5 hours. And so that's what we're seeking, and I would work with Steve in this regard, and he could work, of course, with you. But that's what we're looking for.
In the past, I worked in the maintenance department for a while. The garbage trucks would have to go around the vehicles up on your asphalt, tear it up and then get back into the
Well,
alley.
that's one of the impetus of trying to,
So,
we want to work with the owners of the property, so we want to work with you. And we have a lot of great volunteers willing to do the work, and we'd like to do it.
so at this time, I mentioned to the board, I think this is a very fair proposition. I'm looking for or seeking your permission to give this gentleman an okay to go ahead and do this. We did it in the past, and the vehicles that are parked in the alley kind of stepped out again, and we're trying to be good neighbors and not get into a matter of who can park where, but I understand the church's position. You're not gonna put money in resealing the parking lot and have the garbage truck run over it or plowing the alley and have it torn up, so.
Yes.
If it's okay with the village board, I'd like your approval or your comment on this matter. I'm gonna start with Ms. Noack.
I see it's fine as long as, I think we should give the property owners more than a couple of days notice. About the work being done. Maybe like 30 days, and then again, 24 hours, probably 72 hours prior to the actual work being done, just so that they have a chance to just make arrangements if they need to move things around on their own property so that they can get their cars in and out also.
Basically, what we're taking back is village property,
Right, and I get that,
you know.
but at the same time, I don't wanna be to the point, well, that's the villages, you need to get off of it, and only give them, 2 to 3 days. So I would like to give, if possible, a 30-day notice and then again a 3-day notice, but not everybody has to agree with me.
So if we give them adequate time to let them know that we're gonna come in, is it okay to proceed with it?
Definitely,
All right,
definitely.
Mr. Morgan,
Yes, I'm all in favor of doing it.
Mr. Martin?
Just a few feet back, how far back?
Well,
Can it be?
I never did a measurement on it, but it looks like it could be just 10 or 12 feet. If you do 5 to 6 feet, that's what Jerry said, we could do. If you really look at that, you'll notice that the other alleys are not quite as offset. So I think if you look at the utility lines to there, it looks like it's about 10 or 12 feet. We could get half like that.
Sure, yeah, and then, yeah, a little more notice, I would probably do 30 days, but maybe,
Well, we'll give them as adequate as we can to that we're gonna come in and do it. Last time we did this, I think we gave them a few days and said, we need to cut this back, and they were reasonable. I went by the LA this morning. There was a bus, a black vehicle on the east side and a lighter color car.
Bus is gonna be going on.
So,
I believe that bus is on its way out. So I think then that if you give it fair notice, and that makes a lot of sense. And then we'll give you at least 72 hours notice. That's 3 days. Would that be reasonable?
yeah,
so,
Yes.
Okay.
Mr. Brian Martin, do you have a comment or?
Yeah, I do. So having Steve mark this off, I just want to ensure to avoid future disputes that we use. And I know this is a flat map, but maybe our county tell us we want the land surveys on for these, just to make sure that once we do it, any of the people on the other side of the alley, obviously I'm okay with taking back the alley and putting it back to where it's supposed to be. But I just want to ensure that everything is where it's supposed to be.
Okay.
To avoid future disputes. Outside of that,
Ms. Wackerman?
I have no issue with this.
Okay. Sir, the board says, okay, if you have any questions, you
Yeah.
can get a hold of me and Steve can also. But
Good.
let Mr. Lloyds know that the board agreed to this. We'll give the residents as many days notice as possible and we'll move on from
And
there.
I'll go up through Steve then.
You can work through Steve. Steve is the street commissioner. He normally lets me know what's going on or he can talk to his streets and alley trustee. So I'm fully.
Well, that's where we started, Steve. You came on to look at it, it's got a good idea of what's going on there.
We did this probably 4 years ago. We went through there and we moved a lot of material out. Over time, we did the same thing. We had a map. We tried to follow it and
Good.
not go right up to the line, but say if we could take back, say 4 feet of it.
Yeah,
Because we could see the damage that the trucks were causing in the
Yeah.
parking lot.
well, that's one of the reasons.
Well, I would feel the same way. I'm not gonna put money into something to have it ruined in 2 years' time.
Good, good. So appreciate your seeing us today.
Well, thank you very much.
much.
Do we have a motion for bills for payment and payroll?
Yes, I move to approve bills for payment dated August 13th, 2026 from the corporate general fund in the amount of $9,489.87. Also dated August 13th from the motor fuel tax fund, $15,149.48. I also move to approve payroll ending August 1st in the amount of $23,580.72. Ending August 12th, 2026, a stipend of $2,493.36.
Can you read the last one again, please?
Which one?
The last article.
The stipend?
Yeah.
$2,493.36. Did I get that right? I know I messed up last.
I'll second.
Are there any questions about the payables or the payroll?
I don't have a question. There's just a comment that I wanted to make so
Sure.
that everyone's aware. At our last meeting, we approved the license for one body cam and we were purchasing 2. So no question, just wanna throw that in.
Yeah, that was a screw up in the timing of how it was ordered. So I've been trying to work with Jason to give us some kind of credit for that second one. Any other questions or comments?
Was the auto repairs for the 2023 Explorer, that was at one of our police vehicles, correct?
Yes,
Okay, thank you.
128, I think it was.
And Jody, where are you seeing the line item for the body cam? Because I was looking.
The first one under computer tech fees from Advance.
Oh, there it is. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, advanced computer. They lumped like 6 invoices into one
Yeah.
here, and it does have the extra, whatever it is for a body camera. I have it in here if you want. Any other comments or questions? Okay, I think we can have a vote.
Hey, hearing none, motion to approve the following bills for payment dated August 13th, general fund, $9,489.87. Same date, motor fuel tax, $15,149.48. Payroll ending August 1st in the amount of $23,580.72. And stipend with the date ending August 12th in the amount of $2,493.36. Motion is made by Mr. Morgan,
Yes.
seconded by Ms. Wacker.
Yes.
Brian Martin,
Yes.
Jason Martin,
Yes.
and Ms. Novak.
Yes.
Department reports, Clerk Scott Dillman.
I don't have anything from the clerk department to report, but just a reminder and a heads up for our next meeting. Monday would be Labor Day, So we don't do meetings on holidays, so our meeting will be the following Tuesday, September 8th. Same time, same place. And that's all I have.
Thank you, sir. I don't really have a report from the attorney. I had met with our attorneys the other day and I talked to Senator LG Sims and he just said to pass along the very best to our community with all the storms. He asked, what kind of shape are we in? And I said, all the storms luckily have gone around us. Some of the other communities haven't been as fortunate. Northwest Indiana is still without power. And they seem like they're gonna be without power for the very near future. So he said anything that we would need to please reach out to him. And I thanked him for his time. And that's all I have for the attorney report. I have nothing for the engineers right now. Ordinances and Insurance Committee Chairperson Susie Weedle. She's not here this evening. I don't think she had anything to add. Streets and Alley Committee Chairperson Jason Martin.
The one thing I have is we are currently working with Steve on a replacement truck for the upcoming, winter months for plowing within town. Also, there is the intergovernmental, agreement we all had. That got pushed back until probably this week, according to Steve. They were a bit slammed by the current storm, so they didn't get the chance to actually meet and discuss completely on what is an agreeable amount for that. And that is all I got.
All right, when we come to an agreement, you can let us know. We have a contract we need to sign. Yellowhead Township would have to present it to their trustees. We can do it one of two ways. We could do a flat rate for the season, or we can do it per trip. I'll let you guys come up with some numbers. I have some numbers written down. We have a little bit of time. I'd like to get this wrapped up before we get into fall, because if we do get caught in an early snow, I want to be prepared, and I'm sure his board, like our board, wants to know where we're going to be with it. And I'm glad that we are looking at a replacement truck. I don't have any idea. That's going to be up to you guys. With what funds we have to work with, we'll try to find something that we can use. More of a multi-purpose truck that would benefit the community no matter where we use it, so.
Absolutely. And it definitely would be interesting in your first.
Yeah, we'll see what you guys can come up with and I'll present mine to you and
Okay.
we can work from there. Okay?
Yeah,
We
that's-
have a couple options, so, and I just want to get this wrapped up if we can.
Absolutely.
Okay. Is that all you have, sir?
That is it.
Finance Committee Chairperson Gary Morgan.
I have no report tonight.
Okay, thank you, sir. Community Outreach Committee Chairperson Jody Wackerman.
I do have a couple things I want to talk about, a few dates to remind everybody of. First, coming up very quickly is the first day of school. It's August 24th. It's next Monday. So I want to remind our residents to make sure we're watching out for our youngest community members as they're moving to and from school. School starts at 8 o'clock, has dismissed at 3 p.m. So make sure we're watching for buses and kids and
And stop sign.
and the stop sign, make sure we're stopping at the stop sign. Next is Fall Fest, which is also quickly approaching. It's the weekend of September 11th, 12th, and 13th. It's gonna start off on Friday with a bike ride and movie in the park put on by Wake Bike Shop. Saturday is family-friendly events all day long with our band and lighted parade in the evening. Sunday, we'll be having a magic card tournament along with our card show, followed by the burnout contest at the police department. To save the date. Then October 25th is the annual trunk or treat by the fire department, which is held at the fire department from 1 to 4 p.m. If you have any questions, you contact Pat Paul. And then next I want to give a construction update. Things have been a little slow due to the unfortunate weather we've been having. There is they will be removing and repouring the sidewalk that is located at 121 West Taylor Street. That sidewalk portion was damaged, when it was poured, it rained, so the sidewalk was damaged. There's allegedly replacing that. The original date was 13th and it is delayed most likely due to weather, so when that happens, I guess we'll see them do it. Other than that, the sidewalks are going in here in front of Village Hall and Flanagan's, and hopefully next week we see more. That is all I have.
Thank you, ma'am. One thing I wanted to point out, each Saturday, Mr. Brian Martin and Miss Jody Wackland spend their own time coming out and inspecting the construction to bring the latest updates to the village board. So I appreciate the extra time they're putting in to do this.
Thanks.
Is that it, ma'am?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Building and Grounds Committee Chairperson Brian Martin.
This is more of a recent development, but we're looking for a cleaning person for the community center. I do have 2 people that have already reached out to me with interest. So I will be working on interviews this week, as well as anybody else that reaches out. And yeah, that's all I have at the moment.
Thank you, sir. Law Enforcement Committee Chairperson Angie Noack and Chief of Police Alberto Castillo.
We have 2 vacancies now in the police department. And they are full-time positions. We would like to possibly put an ad on BlueLine.com for these positions. An ad typically runs around $200. I don't see it going over $200. It says $199.99, so I'm sure they're gonna put in some tax and fees, so. But I would like to get that approved if possible. This evening, Chief and I talked last night about the second vacancy that sort of popped up. So we are looking for 2 overnight officers. So it's not days, it's nights, and those seem to be the most hated, but it's needed. And I just wanted to double back on to Jody with our schools opening back up on Monday, and just everybody watch your speed in town and the new stop sign. And just be diligent in your time and your schedules in the morning. Anything else, Chief?
Yeah, on August 22nd, we're expecting a bike run to come through. And we want to have an extra officer on there because they're in between 150 and 200 people coming in, bikes plus cars. It was gonna be over here at the huddle, but to my knowledge, right now, she made a deal with Flanagan, so everything is gonna be over there. But if it does come through, I want to at least have another guy working. So it's not just one of us, just in case, something happens. That's all I have,
Ms. Noack, do you have anything to add?
No, I do not.
I talked to the chief of police about bringing an extra officer in. I'd rather be, not that we're expecting any issues, but I'd rather have an officer here and need it than to wish I had somebody here and I didn't plan ahead. So I suggest that he bring it up at the meeting. He'll bring in one of his officers to help. If we do have a large group of people that come in our community, we're going to welcome them. But I want to make sure that everybody's safe, and I can't do that with just one person here. in case they go on a call, I'm still gonna need someone here in town. So you'll work out, how you're gonna need to bring her, who you're gonna bring in. Do you, either one of you have anything else to add? Okay, thank you both. I have a few things to go over here, this evening. So I'm gonna address Mrs. Wicks. We tabled this at the last meeting, so I asked the board to think about this. There's a light pole on a corner by Wicks Bicycle Shop, and if you still have the sketch or whatever from the last meeting. So I hope that you have given it some thought and we can give her an answer on this light pole. So Ms. Noack, you have any thoughts on this that we tabled at the last meeting?
Well, it was going to be taken down and disposed of anyways, and I believe the drawings that she has are very nice. And it's only gonna improve her little location. I think we should do it, let her have the artistic creativity to an extent to keep it.
Okay, Mr. Morgan?
Yes, I'm all for her keeping the light post and taking care of it.
It looks great and everything, with design and whatnot, but what my main concern would be is setting proceedings later on for everybody else that's going to do the same. And keep a pole up that we've already designated to be removed. So there's that would be my only issue on it.
So is that a yes to
I'm
keep it or no?
No.
Okay. Mr. Brian Martin?
Unfortunately, after additional thought, I'm also opposed to it, for many of the same reasons. And also if the building changes hands, then it becomes who owns the pole, what do we do with it? Also with the sign hanging off of it, I know that we do have truck traffic that goes down that road. That might make making the corner a little more difficult as well, so I'm opposed to it.
Ms. Wackerly?
I appreciate the efforts of preserving the history of the pole, and I do like these signs. I just feel like it's not as simple of a decision of just switching hands of the ownership of the pole. The pole is located in the easement of the village. I understand that it would be removed, but if it were to be put back up, it would end up being put back up on the easement of the village. It seems like a liability issue being village property. Essentially was purchased with taxpayer dollars. So for those reasons, I would say.
I'm sorry, ma'am, I didn't hear that last part. Did you say no?
Yes. I said
Okay, thank you. Mrs. Wick, the village board has spoken, so it's 3-2 to have the pole removed. Even if the pole stayed up, we would have to have a lawyer sign off on a release of liability because it is village property. And also he would have to form the letter that this pole was given away, this village property, because it's still going to be mounted on village easement. So unfortunately, the pole can't stay.
yes.
Next order of business I have,
Can I just make one point though?
Yes.
Maybe I appreciate you reach out to me this time, let me know I'm not keeping a light pole, but I'm the only business in town on that street. Really appreciate that. And I'm doing a bike ride too. So thanks.
It's white concrete.
the door's locked.
Christine?
Here. Yeah, well,
At your cost.
so the next order of business I have, I would like to be a whole sponsor for Christmas Day Inc. And I am gonna leave the explaining to this by Mr. Dillman, because he is one of the chairman of Christmas Day Inc., so I'm gonna let him explain it to the board.
Yes, I co-chair Christmas Day Inc. for the Grant Park location. Christmas Day Inc. is an organization, I believe it's our 32nd year of hosting a Christmas Day dinner. Full turkey, ham, and all the fixings. In our location, we serve it at the community center, and it's free to anyone that attends. We do ask for advance reservations, basically for the only reason to know how much to prepare for. And we have a one and only fundraiser, which is a golf outing, which will be held at the Elks Country Club, and that is on September 23rd. And we seek a variety of different type of sponsorships for that, one of which is the whole sponsor, which the Village of Grant Park has generously donated for many years. And that essentially is what this organization does.
Over the last several years, I've been fortunate enough to help out and be part of this, and it's nice to see when people on that particular day maybe just don't have any family in town, have nowhere to go, and they can come and be part of what's going on, sit and have a meal, kind of enjoy the company of others. So this is put on. It's I think it's a great thing, but there's a cost to putting this on. So what I'm looking for is a motion to be a whole sponsor, not to exceed $125.
I'll be glad to make that motion. I move that we approve that the village be a whole sponsor not to exceed $125.
Also,
Okay, motion to approve sponsorship for Christmas Day Inc. as a whole sponsor for a cost of $125. Motion made by Mr. Morgan,
Yes.
seconded by Ms. Wackerman.
yes.
Brian Martin,
Yes.
Jason Martin,
Yes.
and Ms. Novak.
Yes.
All right, the next order of business I have today at 11:43, Aqua sent out a boil order, and that has to do just from 112 to 150 North Stanley, and from 207 to 221 East Curtis Street. And that was for a water valve repair. Now, when Aqua, if you're signed up for the alerts, you get this information on the phone. The village does not give out any information other than what Aqua puts out there. So I would encourage everybody to go ahead and sign up for these alerts. They're gonna issue when the boil order comes in play and when it's removed. We're just passing along the information. One other thing that I have here to bring up. We've talked about this in the past. We have two walkways, a parking lot at the community park building and parking on Maple Street and Meadow Street. We would like to get that seal coated. Every so many years, it needs to be redone. Now, this is just a thought. You can tell me how you feel about this. We just received a check for $25,000 for some work that we did, some sort of work we did by the school. My proposal is that we use some of that to seal these walkways. If we don't take care of them in a matter of a couple of years, they're going to degrade so badly that it's not going to be as just sealing them. It's going to be a lot of rework. Now, the parking lot, we normally include this in the rotation, but with the construction going on, it wouldn't be feasible right now. We did have a price. I think Mr. Dillman did get a price on the two walkways. So we could easily do the two walkways and the parking around the community park building and then have enough funds out of that left over to do this parking lot when time allows. And then I would say it probably going to be more like next year, not this year with the construction. If you're in agreement with that, I will just roughly take a yes or no from you, if you think that's a doable thing. I will get it on the next agenda for a formal vote. And then we can move forward in finding a contractor who actually can get us on the docket and come out and do these two things. We still have time this year to, weather-wise, to take care of these. And with these funds that we received, we have a place for anything, all the money that comes in to go, but this would be ideal to use this where we wouldn't have to say where we're gonna bring the money from. We have this check, it's been deposited, it would easily cover the costs of these things that we need to, and basically it's village maintenance is what we're trying to do. So I think we're gonna do it. Ms. Nowak, do you have any thought on that?
I just look at some of our streets in the village. And, that needs some drastic help. And when I pass by the community center, and such, it still looks great, it's still holding up, and some of our streets are not. So at this time, I really need to think about it. I need more than just 2 minutes to think.
Okay. Maybe the streets and alley can give you an idea, like, we just put in spray patching $15,000. And that would be enough to do this room. So if we apply that on the streets, you know, that would be very little.
Well, spray patching doesn't do much,
It doesn't, but
and personally, I think that it's something that needs to be discussed with streets and alleys a little bit better about maybe coming up with plans on how to make some of our streets look a little bit better.
well, now we're talking major money, so.
I understand that.
Okay.
I get it. And all I'm saying is that right now I can't give you a yes or no answer.
All right. Mr. Morgan,
Yes, I'm all for it.
Mr.
I'll
Martin,
say, yeah.
Mr. Brian Martin.
Yeah.
Ms. Wackerly,
Yes, we paid a lot of money for these walkways and we need to upkeep them before we do.
okay. So, at this time, that's basically all I have to discuss, right now. We have a personnel issue that we need to discuss in closed session, so I will ask the audience to please excuse, and I will ask the police chief to please stay. So we can pause recording,
Yes.
and if you can get the recorder.